acted exactly what they are. Yeah, the trash is.
All right now, what's up, world? You know what I'm saying? How you doing, sweetheart? I'm sitting up here, just watching YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the fish. You know what I'm saying? Fish learning how to talk and write and spell letters and Adam teaching everybody to be Adam, you know what I'm saying? The Bible do say, and their name was Adam in the day when they was created. I used to didn't like my name because they didn't give me the gift of being the first baby. But I ain't never got the gift of being nothing. You know what I'm saying? The higher powers never let me be a higher power. But I was a higher power teaching the higher powers how to create stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work as a chemical engineer or a chemist or a lab technician for, pharmaceuticals, you know what I'm saying? That's medication. You don't deal with money. You not no beast. You God. You know what I'm saying? And like Pastor Jamal Bryant, you know what I'm saying? I wanna tell y'all something. We don't deal with money, man. Shit, y'all been $7 an hour since 19 goddamn 24. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real, y'all been, $7 an hour since 1998. You know what I'm saying? 1998 now, you been $7.25 an hour. Gas was, 86 cents back then. You know what I'm saying? 86 cents in 98. You know what I'm saying? Now gas $4. You know what I'm saying? $2 more. And we only went, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to deal with money no more. Jamal Bryant. You know what I'm saying? And they giving him a celebration like he really gonna do something because he boycotting Kmart. Man, we don't use Kmart no more. And Walmart is our store. And that's a shame because we had Sears and Roebuck. We had Montgomery Ward's. We had J.C. Penney. You know what I'm saying? Levi Strauss. We had Foot Locker, Nike, Puma. Every shoe had its own store. You know what I'm saying? Every flavor ice cream had 31 flavors. And Homemade had Texas ice cream. See, that's what I hate, man, when they talk about when they uplift a brother. Who is that brother, man? And then you shit on Adam. You know what I'm saying? The real God. But then this white dude here uplifting Bryant in Atlanta. And they still working for $12 an hour. And only Mexicans really work. You know what I'm saying? Indians, they the only ones that's loyal. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and whites. I ain't gonna say they bad, but they doubt. You know what I'm saying? And they love daughters that's messy aunties and shit like that put handcuffs on uncles. You know what I'm saying? Now Jamal Bryant ain't got no answer. So why is he coming up talking about it's a critical moment? All he need to do is sit down and listen to Adam and become Adam. He don't have to. We don't even need him. Democracy is to stop mocking God and lying, because it ain't no preacher out there that came and apologized to Adam for what went on in his life at Dow Chemical, Phillips 66, Solutia, General Petrochem, and all of them using him as Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Prince, his Uncle Freddie. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, Patrick Franklin, Robert Franklin, Shaquille O'Neal, Ellis White, you know what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, Bob Gibson, you know what I'm saying? Honey Boy, Garfield, you know what I'm saying, Sean, you know what I'm saying, Sean White and Sean Darius James, you know what I'm saying, Sugar Man nephew. We ain't gonna never forget our family, man. And we from Good Time. Mark and Mindy escaped the Witch Mountain. We from home, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need no preacher to preach to me every day telling me what's good and what's not. Because the preacher lied to me and told me that he was good and he knew God and he had no idea and he didn't know God at all. He didn't know God's name. He didn't know who God was. He didn't know Moses, Noah. He didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't come on here Wednesday nights, Sunday nights, or never talking about you preaching who Jesus is or God is. We don't need no more of that. Because that costs money. And we ain't got no more money. We ain't got nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love. We ain't even got bubble gum no more. Because we can't blow bubbles with no artificial bubble gum. We gotta have real bubble gum. And you don't even have bubble gum no more. So I know your bread ain't fresh. Because I have to eat it. And it's hard. It is not Miss Beard's. It's Wonder. It's international Wonder Bread.
Within them and the trash surrounds them. Tell me more. Yeah. You got traffic jam in reverse. Wow. You got.
And see, if it wasn't for Sergeant Harris getting killed, I wouldn't have been able to find Lawrence Richo. That's who Sergeant Harris was. Lawrence Richo and Mr. James Carl Robertson. That's who Lawrence Richo was. And he was Sergeant Harris, Scotty Harris, that died by getting ran over by a deuce and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I know why. Because they kept deuce and a halves away from me and gave them to John. Gave all the new trucks to John. That's why Sergeant Harris got ran over. Because if he was in the real world, he'd have been like KT and them. Picked to be the manager. You know what I'm saying? And you must receive the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You must receive the mark of the beast.